Las Tablas de Daimiel is the last example of the wetlands ecosystem in Spain. This ecosystem is formed by the overflowing of the rivers in their middle sections, in this case the Guadiana River and its tributary the Siguela River. This continuous flood is produced by the plainness of the area. Park is located in the south center of the peninsula, in the province of Ciudad Real. It's near the town of Daimiel, which gives origin to the name, and from which the park can be easily accessed to. The whole park is considered to be a depression situated between the Montes de Toledo at north, Campos de Calatrava at east, and Sierra Morena in the south. Sedimentary rocks predominate in the park, mainly limestone, due to the presence of two rivers constantly depositing new sediment, such as sand or clay. There are some older metamorphic rocks around the south of the park.
The entrance to the park is completely free, and anyone can visit it with no fixed route. But there are some official marked routes, which can be done in order to visit specific points of the park. There are 3 official ones. The first one is the Pan Island route, most famous one, as it passes through the famous wooden bridges used to connect the islands, easy and comfortable to go over. The second one is the permanent Lagoon route. This one gets closer to the river Guadiana, which can be seen from some wooden shelters. The last one is the Middle Tower route, at the north of the park. This one is known for being an area where many birds can be seen, also for the 2-floor tower at the end of it. At the top of this tower there are some magnificent panoramic views of the entire park.
And now we are going to talk about fauna and flora. The growth of the common reed is favored by the Guadiana's fresh water, and the salty water of the Guiguela favors the growth of marsh vegetation, mainly the sedge. In the shallower areas there are large groups of bulrush, castanets and rushes. One of the most characteristic formations of the park are the charophyte grasslands by different sorts of Chara genus. The only trees that can be found are tamarisks. And talking about fauna, in migratory wildlife we can find the heron, the grey heron, along with the egret, the pile, the bittern, teals, the shoveler and the wigeon, and many more types of migratory wildlife. In the sedentary animals we can observe the crayfish, which today is almost extinct. There is a large predator named the pike that have been endangering other species such as the barbel, carp, the chub, which are also threatened with extinction. In spring and summer it can be found amphibians and reptiles like the tree frog, the common toad, the salamander and snakes. Mammals include the polecat, the fox, the otter, the bull, rabbits, hares, weasels and the wild boar. Also deserve mention the marsh harrier, the coot, the moorhen, the mallard, the gadwall, kingfisher, the fair genus duck and the tuft duck.
The park climate doesn't vary from the one of the surrounding, although the landscape does. Here we can find a hot Mediterranean continental climate, where there are very hot temperatures in summers and rains very little. During winters the climate is cool and rains more, although still not much. The first human settlements here are said to have been made around 3500 BC, and since then it has been a place for settlement for many civilizations, such as Romans or Visigoths. As an addition and consequence of the exploitation, around the year 2007, subterranean fires began to ignite and created a great threat for the biosphere. Luckily, thanks to the heavy rain of the year 1910, the park flooded again and fires extinguished. In order to prevent this happening again, in 1973 was declared national park and in 1981 reserve of biosphere.